Hey guys, what's going on? Paul here, and this morning, we're going to talk quickly about the news that came out yesterday about Goldman Sachs, and well, it was probably the day before it came out, about how they were cancelling their Bitcoin trading desk. This was first released by Business Insider, and then it spread out to a lot of other news sites as well. The Bitcoin crash happened. Some people say it was triggered by the news from Goldman Sachs, and then there's others as well that there's other reasons. There was the dormant Silk Road account that moved huge volumes of funds as well, and there's a few other small things that I summarized in my video from yesterday, which I will put down below. But this one is to talk about Goldman Sachs. Their CFO has come out and said that that was fake news, that they're not cancelling their cryptocurrency trading desk. So look, CNBC, I wouldn't normally take their word on anything related to Bitcoin, as I said in the video yesterday, but this has been confirmed, and there is a video of the CFO here, which I will play at the end of my quick summary here, so you can hear it firsthand from him. You will hear the CFO talk about how they are trading derivatives for clients, but they are not trading physical Bitcoin at the minute. There's some quotes in this post here on Cointelegraph, where it says, first off, he says he never thought he would hear himself use this term, but I really have to describe that news as fake news. He says when they talked about exploring digital assets, they never gave a timeline on when they would have an actual desk to trade physical Bitcoin. And he says the physical Bitcoin is something tremendously interesting and tremendously challenging from the perspective of custody. So they don't see an institutional grade custodial solution for Bitcoin yet, but they're interested in having that exist in the long term. So we do have Coinbase have brought out their own custody solution. There are a lot of other institutions looking at this as well. So I do think it is going to come. And that's why I said yesterday in my video, I personally think, as a non-financial advisor, my own personal opinion, that selling off your Bitcoin right now would be a bad idea if you were to go 2 years into the future and look back. I do think we're still going to go up with Bitcoin. I'm still very bullish, and that's where I stand on it. So look, I'm going to keep this video just to the Goldman Sachs and coming out calling Business Insider fake news. So what I'll do now is I will play this video here. You guys can hear for yourselves, and I will talk to you on the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Also, if this is the first of my videos, don't forget to hit that like button if you got value from it, help support the channel, and hit the subscribe button along with the bell icon to get notifications about new videos. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will talk to you guys soon.
Obviously, a newer area of interest is crypto.
Sure.
We have to talk about the news yesterday, which was
there some news yesterday?
some market making news that Bitcoin, your Bitcoin trading desk that you sort of talked about in May, is somehow being pushed off into the future. What happened?
So I was in New York yesterday, and I was co-chairing our risk committee, and I saw the news article come over the Reuters monitor, and I turned to my co-chair and said, right, so I guess that tells you something. It wasn't like we announced anything or that anything had changed for us. I think one of the wonderful things about being at Goldman Sachs is we do get written about a lot, and I never thought I'd hear myself actually use this term, but I'd really have to describe that as fake news.
So there was not sort of first, what do you think the genesis of that fake news might have been, and what's exactly wrong with what they reported?
Yeah, so what I would say is that the world of financial services, as mentioned, is very broad, and there's a lot of important distinctions inside it. So when we began talking about exploring digital assets, we knew since the beginning, and this has always been the case for us, that it was going to be an exploration that was evolving over time. And so, as you know, we've got a commodities business. We've been in the commodities markets for a long, long time, and Bitcoin, some think of it as a currency. It actually has a lot more properties, you could argue, as commodities. And in the commodities market, there's many ways of participating. Some people participate in actually trading, for instance, physical oil. Others participate in trading futures contracts, but they never take delivery or make delivery of the physical oil.
Okay.
And then there's over-the-counter cash-settled derivatives linked to the price of oil, where you also never make or take delivery of oil. The exact same thing is the case with Bitcoin. And so what we have been doing for some time, and really this is always driven by the clients, our institutional clients said, we would love for you to clear these new Bitcoin-linked futures contracts offered by the exchanges. So we've been doing that. And then clients
Since May.
Since May, we would like for you also to provide us liquidity and trade the principal the futures contracts, not just clear them. And so we've been doing that. The next stage of the exploration is what we call non-deliverable forwards. These are derivatives, over-the-counter derivatives. They're settled in U.S. dollars, and the reference price is the Bitcoin U.S. dollar price established by a set of exchanges, the same one that's referenced in the futures contracts. And so we're working on that now because the clients want it. Physical Bitcoin, something tremendously interesting and tremendously challenging from the perspective of custody. We don't yet see an institutional grade custodian solution for Bitcoin. We're interested in having that exist, and it's a long road. And so I would just be speculating, maybe someone who was thinking about our activities here got very excited that we would be making markets as principal and physical Bitcoin, and as they got into it, realized that that's part of the evolution, but it's not here yet. I don't know where that came from.
That's interesting. So you never necessarily set a timeline, is what you're saying?
Nope.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
Okay. Can I ask if you own Bitcoin?
Yes. Yeah. So I do own Bitcoin. Some of you may know Wences Casares, who's the founder of Zappo. And years ago, I was visiting, and I met Wences, who's a fantastic guy. And this is many years ago. I think it might have been 2013, perhaps. I wouldn't know the exact date. And I said, yeah, I've been kind of thinking about actually having some Bitcoin, but it seems like complicated to actually get my hands on some Bitcoin. This is 2013. And he said, dude, I'll send you some. And so
good friend to have,
he sent me 5 Bitcoin, which I still have.
Good for you.